Oh, and the errors from Scopely just keep coming, guys. We were talking about their latest debacle with this Silver Surfer release. Oh my goodness, we're looking at it from a bunch of different angles. Also, taking a look at a potential new counter to this EmmaRauders team on war defense. Not with some crazy overpowered meta team, no. With mostly trash characters. So we're going to take a look at that team, the counter for it. You let me know your thoughts, and we're also taking a look at the rest of your questions from the Discord server on the Mailbag channel, guys. And if you're ready for all of that, yeah, we got a lot of questions, guys. Find that like button, and let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you got your salt shakers ready, because we got a lot of salt in this video, guys. The latest debacle from Scopely, this Silver Surfer release method, which looked to be very, very friendly to free-to-play players, but not anymore, guys. Not with all these errors and things going on. So we're going to discuss all the different issues with this Silver Surfer release and their subsequent errors. I don't know what the correct solution is, but we're gonna talk about all the things to consider. We're also discussing the rest of your questions for the mailbag. Bunch of topics. Characters to take in DD3, DD4, the raids, real-time arena fixes, and a bunch more. But before we get to all that, I know you guys want to get there. I do want to talk about a way that you guys can save or get some rewards for some money that you're already spending in different games. And for that, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, LootCakes.
So I want to tell you how you could get some rewards for some in-game purchases that you already may be making. And the way to do that is with LootCakes. It's like a frequent flyer rewards program for gamers. The more you spend, the more rewards you get. And any purchases that you make on any free-to-play games on iOS, Android, and Steam are going to qualify. And if you're someone that doesn't spend a lot of money on games, well, you could still get some rewards, because one cool thing that LootCakes lets you do is to join an alliance on their website, and that way you get rewarded for any purchases that your alliance mates make as well. And here are some of the gift cards that you could use your rewards for directly on the LootCakes website. But if you look at this reward link card right here, you could use this at a bunch of different places, including Amazon, Apple, and Google. Now, right now, LootCakes is only available for US residents. So if you want to get your rewards, click on the link in the description, because it's going to get even better. Everyone that uses that link and joins LootCakes, you are automatically going to get entered to win a $50 gift card from LootCakes. So what are you waiting for? Use that link and start to get some rewards for some stuff that you're already doing.
So if you're a big spender, or if you know a lot of big spenders, you could join a LootCakes alliance with them and get rewarded for all of your purchases or your friends' purchases as well. So just by doing things you're already doing, you could get some rewards. But without further ado, let's get your salt shakers out. Let's get your popcorn ready. Let's talk about Silver Surfer. Boom, these latest offers. We got a bunch of questions, so let me just go through these questions real quick. I'll give some short answers, and then we'll get to all of these issues with Silver Surfer, because there's a lot of things to consider. Right. Hey, again, I have another question. Opinion, most recently with the issues related to store ghost/call shards, Silver Surfer shards are being compensated by giving additional offers array for everybody. For me, as a free-to-play player, this does not help a bit. I have the impression that they're forgetting the free-to-play community, and have a fear that such compensation of bugs will result in a huge advantage for spenders. What do you think about this? You're exactly right. This is a lot of the people that are really affected by this are either the Krakens that spend a lot of money, and then the other section of players that are hugely affected by this are the free-to-play players. So that is one of the issues. You know, if they're going to be fixing their screw-ups by making things available to sell, that doesn't affect everybody, or that doesn't help everybody to bring their rosters to a more equitable level. It certainly widens the gap for players that spend money and players that don't spend money. So this is not a good solution. We're going to talk about some of the issues with every solution that I can think of at the top of my head, but hopefully you guys have some better ones, and hopefully this does get relayed to Scopely. But yeah, the solutions aren't friendly for everybody. Let's move on to the next question, because there are a bunch of things that I need to discuss with this Silver Surfer offer. Hey, Valley, offering Silver Surfer offer again for a mistake. For those who purchase the 3 stars, spells a bit like a mistake from the ghost call mess up, which is exactly what was referred to in the last question, which made them a load of money. Do you think this is actually a mistake, or completely intentional, sell more offers, love the content, you keep smashing it. So it could be either. I'm actually leaning towards mistake. Scopely has shown that they put errors in things that they don't need to put errors in. There's a lot of errors all over the place. It doesn't seem like they're checking their work. It doesn't seem like they're very focused on the details of the work, which is why a lot of mistakes, not just in offers, but in so many different phases of this game. Bugs that were supposed to be fixed in this latest update still appearing to be bugs. That slick animation from Yelena, it doesn't seem to be fixed as well. So I think there's enough evidence of them making mistakes, mistakes due to incompetence or not checking their work, or just having no QA department, nobody double checking anything. I don't think it's done on purpose, although I could be wrong on that. Just judging by some of the conversations I've had with Cerebro, other members of the dev team, it doesn't seem, now I could be misinterpreting everything, but it doesn't seem like they're malicious with anything. It just seems like they make a lot of errors, and I know they're their own harshest critics, but maybe they need to do less criticizing and maybe more fixing of why these errors keep happening and what is a solution to these errors. And I don't think that's certainly been addressed, especially when these keep on happening. It's like every other day we're getting something. I don't think we got anything since Saturday. So maybe at reset today we'll get another error. I don't know. It seems like these keep happening and they don't really doing enough to solve it. But I don't think they're malicious. I could be wrong on that. Just my impression is that they're not malicious, and it's just doing a lot of incompetence. I don't know what's worse though. If they're making all these errors all the time is worse, or if they're trying to do some malicious. I don't think they're playing 4D chess with us here though, guys. I think it's just They make a lot of errors. All right, hey there, Valley. Love the content, crew, for the great work. A bit of a rant. There's a problem with Silver Surfer offers, and some people got lucky and got extra Silver Surfer shards. We're going to talk about that because I don't know if it was specifically luck. I'm not sure what was actually done to create this situation that you could purchase this more, or if they were causing some kind of bug, or if this kind of bug that you get double the rewards. I think all these bugs are that allowing people to purchase these another time, but we will discuss that. While this might give an unfair advantage, making more offers for the Silver Surfer would only make that gap bigger. Yes, that's the issue with the solution that they're rolling out right now for this. I don't know how long it's been going on, but yes, that's their solution right now, and I don't think it's the best solution. Can't they take those Silver Surfer shards away from those few lucky people? I don't know if it was luck. It may be something that was malicious. Can they take it away, make it a level playing field? I hate their solution because it doesn't solve anything. Thanks for your thoughts on the matter. Yeah, oh my goodness, there's really no good solution. I mean, the best solution is double check your work, make sure there's no errors, make sure there's no loopholes that people could take advantage of and get these offers a second time. One thing you could equate it to, it's like a Black Friday. They got these awesome deals, and if you're able to purchase one, it says one purchase only, but somehow you're able to manipulate a website or go to multiple brick and mortar stores and purchase offers more than one time. It's not within the spirit of what the company wanted to sell you. So is it cheating? Is it illegal? I don't know about that. I mean, the company doesn't have any obligation to sell you that in this instance because it's online and it's kind of automated. You get to purchase it, and you get the rewards for whatever you've purchased. So it's a little different, but it's kind of like that, kind of taking advantage of a sale that was meant to have like one offer only, but you're doing it multiple times. So that's kind of what I am understanding of what happened here. The issue with this is if they did pay for it and you just take it away, from some of the previous conversations that the customer service department has had with the community, it doesn't look like they have an ability to just refund the money. You would have to go through either Apple or Google and get a refund that way, or maybe it was through Amazon coins. I don't know, but I don't know if they're able to give the money back. I know that they could take the shards back, but I am not sure if they're opening up to a bunch of other problems to do that. So I don't know if that's the right solution either. We are going to discuss it. And what is good, man? I'm getting frustrated seeing other streams. Some people exploited the system to get a 7-star Silver Surfer. This is something another offer won't fix. How can Scopely fix this? I'm trying to stick with the game, but they're really working hard to make us feel like we don't matter as consumers sometimes. So yes, so if you guys weren't aware of the issue, I'm assuming all you guys were, but just to kind of catch you up with these last few questions, probably should have done this before I did these questions, but there was an offer that went out on Saturday, excuse me. And this was the offer here, a 60 shards of Silver Surfer for $49. Now, previously on release day, you were able to get 50 shards of Silver Surfer for $20. And you were able to purchase this 2 times. Unfortunately, there were people that were able to purchase it more than once, either by manipulating the system. I've heard some people were crashing their game on purpose or doing purchases on multiple platforms. I am not sure. Now, this is a very different scenario if people were able to purchase this on accident, if the game just crashed. But it seems that people were crashing the game on purpose before they got their payout and were able to purchase things more than once. And I'm not sure how many times people were able to purchase it, if they're ready to do this again and again and again. The question that this leads is, how long has this been going on? Some people are saying this has been going on since Goldgate back in 2018. There's some people I see on Reddit saying, if maybe this was how people got into Dark Dimensions so early, able to purchase a lot of these Gear 15 offers over and over and over. And while they did spend real money doing that, it's kind of a strange situation, because if you're Scopely, do you ban people for spending money on your game, for buying a product on your game, even if it wasn't meant to be purchased, all that offers? I mean, that many times. It seems like a very strange situation. I don't know if they purchased anything for free. I've seen some people on Reddit saying that these guys got these free shards, they should just give free shards to everybody. But the problem is, I don't know if they got it for free. I think people had to pay for this. Now, in order to pay for it, I think they had to manipulate the system. I think they had to forcefully crash the game. I could be wrong on that. I don't know all the details of this so far, but yeah, it's a very strange situation. So this is who was affected the most. Either the Krakens that always spend and are trying to keep ahead of people. I know there's some content creators that spend a lot. They're discussing things on Envoy chat right now, and they're like, this is not good, because we worked this out so that these bugs don't exist, so you can't manipulate the system, and people are still doing this. Why am I spending money if people are, manipulating the game so that they can purchase offers more, and people that play legitimately spend a lot of money aren't able to do this unless they go into that practice of manipulating the system as well, and then it's a very bad issue. So they have a legitimate gripe if they are spending a lot of money to stay ahead, and they're not able to because they're not willing to engage in these kind of things. And then the free-to-play players, for all intents and purposes, it looks like Silver Surfer was supposed to be a very free-to-play friendly release. Through this strike pass, most people were assuming that you're able to get his 2-star Silver Surfer, and he's very viable at 2 stars, by the way. He's very, very viable at 2 stars, unless you're facing characters that are Silver Surfers that are 6 and 7 stars, which some people were able to get through this. So the response to this latest offer on Saturday from Cerebral was this on the Envoy server. Now, this was the public section of the Envoy server. And it says, today there was an offer for Silver Surfer that was intended to have additional items included, but were neither displayed nor given. The offer has been taken down and will be updated early next week with the correct items. Any player that purchased the offer today will have these additional items sent to them. 5 advanced, or just all these bunch of stuff. This gear here, a training orb, a gold orb, and we apologize for confusion, and we'll keep you updated. Now, here's the issue with this. If this was an offer that was supposed to go out with a bunch of stuff, there was that first offer for Silver Surfer that was not corrected. So this, in my opinion, should not have went out until that initial offer was corrected, and they should have made some loopholes. They should have fixed some loopholes so that you could not purchase this one twice, further exacerbating the problem. So basically, this is not a good solution. And if this was an offer that was intended to go out, there goes the theory that this was supposed to be a free-to-play friendly release by limiting it to that 2-star level. So yeah, this is not a good situation. Now, I've seen some players seeing that there's a 7-star Silver Surfer. Well, I haven't seen a 7-star Silver Surfer, but I did see this 6-star Silver Surfer. This screenshot from Reddit right here. This is from a real-time arena battle, and you see these 6 gold stars right here on this Silver Surfer, which from these offers that were available, if you purchase them only once, not possible to get a Silver Surfer yet. Nothing in this And a lot of this has been brought to light because of the way they released Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer was released in a very unique way. You could only get certain shards. It was not released in an orb, so there's not a chance that you could get this high pull. It was a fixed amount of shards. So yes, this stuff brought to light, but it makes me wonder, how long has this been going on? So what is the right course of action here? Because everybody was affected, whether you are in that class of Krakens that are directly affected by this, or the class of free-to-play players that are also directly affected by this, or even the middle class like me that aren't affected a lot. But if people are getting into Dark Dimension 4, and I don't know how long this goes back, but if people were able to get in Dark Dimension 4 early because of this, if they were able to get characters at a higher gear level and you faced that character in war, that affected you as well. So it looks like everybody was kind of affected by this. Obviously, some players were affected way more than others, but so there's a couple solutions for this. So people asking for bans, temporary bans, permanent bans. I'm not sure if that is the right thing, because if you're banning people for spending money, that's a weird precedent. Although, if they purposefully manipulated the system and there's proof of that, then I think that is reasoning for a ban, even if that person spent real world money. Maybe not a permanent ban like I've heard them doing back in 2018, but maybe a temporary ban. And there's already reports that this player got a temporary ban, although there's also reports disputing it. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but that is a possible solution. But there's also some issues, especially if some real world money was spent. Removing shards, I've seen that. We just saw that question in the mailbag. The issue there is if they did spend real world money, what is the best solution? Because you would have to get the shards back and you would have to give back the money. I don't think you could take back the shards and keep the money if you're Scopely. So there's some issue there. And if they don't have that ability to make these refunds available on their end, and you're in a weird situation there. Do you give out all these shards to everybody? I don't know if that's the right solution either, because while it won't widen a gap, there are certain players, and there may be some players that got this stuff on accident. I'm pretty sure that you had to manipulate the system, crash your game in order to get these shards multiple times. But if you're giving these out, these players that spent money would have a legitimate concern, even if they're manipulating the system. Maybe less of a concern if you're manipulating the system, because you're actively engaging in cheating at that point. But giving out shards is another solution, but there are some issues with that as well. And then what their current solution is, what we got from this is selling this offer again. This was from Zeke's back 3 days ago when the initial offer was released on March 16th. There was an offer that went on with Silver Surfer shards. Some players were able to purchase the offer more than they intended 2 times. We'll be enabling the offer again in the coming weeks to those that were unable to purchase the offer more than twice. And yes, this, as far as I know, did not go live. The offer that we saw, this offer right here, this was not in relation to that. That was in relation to, I guess it was another offer that was supposed to pop up. And then that's about it. We got this guy right here with the Silver Surfer showcase, and this is the thread that you could see that screenshot that we looked at right here. But there's a lot of different issues, guys. And I guess the question is, was this done on purpose? If it was done on purpose, I think bans are proper. Probably, I don't know, permanent, temporary. Let me know your thoughts on this. Removing shards. Is it right for Scopely to remove shards if people paid for it? Even if they were people that were manipulating the system. I'm not sure. Giving out shards to everybody, that I'm not sure if that's the best solution as well. And then I don't know if selling these offers again is the best solution as well. So there's a lot of things to consider. I still don't know what the best solution is. I think because I don't have all the information, there's still a lot of unanswered questions. So I'm not sure what the best solution is, but I think those are some of the options that Scopely can consider. Bans, removing shards, giving shards to everybody, or selling offers again. I think they've chosen to selling offers again. I'm not sure if that was the right solution though, because it does not affect free-to-play players the most. But with that said, hopefully that covers a lot. I know that was a lot in this issue, but I think this is a big issue, and this is something that Scopely does need to address. Let's get back to the questions though. Boom, here we are. Hey, Valley, I've seen a lot of people throwing out suggestions for mid and end game players. I would, but I won't suggest the games of friends due to lack of catch-up mechanics, as you talked about in your last mailbag. How would you feel about this being implemented? So I think we're going to get some catch-up mechanics. So if it is catch-up mechanics, I like those. I think those are positive, and I would like to have tell more friends, hey, play this game. And but right now with the lack of catch-up mechanics, it's hard to recommend it, because they'll probably never be playing with me if they start right now. But if there were more to catch-up mechanics, it would be better. Scopely creates a new Legacy Orb that is Legacy 1, containing only Year 1 characters. They convert the current Legacy Orb to Legacy 2 and have only Year 2 orbs. Remove any Year 1 characters from the premium orbs that have been in have characters from the past 8 months in that orb. I like that idea as well. Heroes, Villains, Nexus Chapters 1 to 3 also reward Legacy Orb fragments. Heroes, Villain, Nexus Chapter 4 to 6 Cosmic Chapters reward Legacy 2 fragments. I like this. I like this. This is good. It gives more shards to newer players, which is, I think, a very important thing. I would like to see some, maybe they add some gear or something for newer players in these Legacy Orbs as well. Don't do it instead of the shards, but do it in addition to the shards and make the premium orbs more premium. I like this. This is doing a bunch of things at once. When players reach X amount of days played, login achievements for 365, 730, receiving something like 10 orbs of Legacy Orbs the year they just completed would provide at least useful characters to help players catch up, do something similar except premium orbs at the moment. Yeah, I like this. I think this would work out good. Is this something that Scopely would do right now? I wish they would do something. I wish there were not enough bugs that they need to fix that they could go like, hey, this is a good idea. Let's implement this right now. But I think there's so many things that they got to fix. There's so many things just to get the game in a good place and get the community happy. Again, I don't know if I see them doing this, but I would love to see them do this. What is up, Valley, from the East Coast of Canada? Been to enjoy the content for a long time. First time asking a question, but not sure if it's already asked about catch-up mechanics. Oh, so yes, there's more to catch-up mechanics. I guess I did this last night. I guess I structured some questions very similar together. Anyway, here it goes. What about doing things like 2 T2 abilities, materials, and gear to lower-powered team members? Maybe one in every alliance could donate 1 item, but 10 of that 1 item per day. It would help lower powered TCP members overall build a strong alliance. Anyway, that's my question. So I know in a lot of games, they have like a request system where if you're missing certain pieces of gear, you can request that and your alliance mates can donate that. I know in Swaga, which is, it has a lot of comparisons to this game. They have that kind of system. I would like to see that, especially for if you're taking on somebody new. This would be a good catch-up mechanic. If you want to bring a newer person into your alliance, you could donate some of your stuff, help them catch up. I do like this. I hope they would implement something like this, but any catch-up mechanics, in my opinion, would be welcomed by me. All right, hey, Valley, just finished completing DD2 for the first time. Congratulations on that Ultron unlock, brother. Finished it in 9 hours with the symbiotes. Got my 7-star Ultron. What do you recommend for DD3? Keep on smashing. So DD3 is about these percent-based damage characters. You got 4 of them: Phoenix, Ebony Maw, Minerva, and Ghost. I'll recommend all of them because all of them, I think, have a place in DD4. Those I would start with and then build whatever you're using nowadays in other game modes. I don't know if you have the required characters for DD3 anymore because it's just a lot of grinding, but those 4 characters, those percentage-based damage characters, and then obviously the symbiotes for the city lanes. Phoenix will help you with the global. You have Minerva, Ebony Maw for cosmic, and then, yeah, you should be good. So you got those characters, and unlike DD4, you could go in with with less than 4 straight, or yeah, you could go in with less than a full team. You could go win 1 character if you want. So a little less, but those are the 4 that I would recommend. Outside of that is kind of what you're working on now and kind of based on red stars or your characters, but I want to find a way to protect Phoenix as well in those global nodes, and then just beware of node, I think it's 3, and then 7 and 8. Those are the 3 worst ones there. So just prepare to struggle on those a little bit. Hey there, Valley, love your content. Optimism, even in the tough times of this game. Yeah, and if I've had to be overly optimistic because it's been very weird the past few weeks in this game. Completed DD2 for a second time a couple of weeks ago. Now slowly working towards DD3. Oh, so another similar question. I guess I did chunk them together. Some of the choose I plan on building up: Phoenix, Mr. Sinister, very good. Mr. Sinister, I don't find him as valuable in DD3, but DD4, very, very valuable. So wouldn't be the worst to bring him to DD3. But with all the mutants getting released, I'm not sure if they should be my priority. For DD4 global, I think Sinister is huge, and I think for that he should be a priority. Not necessarily for DD3 where you're at, but looking for the future, I think he should be a very strong team. I need a better rating team. My Black Order isn't ready as I just unlocked Maw and signed Silver Surfer is meta changing. I thought X Factor might get a new arena meta, maybe along with Silver Surfer. What do you think of that? My war offense is really priority. It doesn't hurt. They're awesome there. Yeah, build up Mr. Sinister. Build up Mr. Sinister. I know some people use him on Arena, especially if you finish Dark Dimension 4 and get Doom. You could use him with Doom, and then Silver. What am I talking? Thanos goes with that team sometimes. Invisible Woman goes with the team, and then obviously Silver Surfer goes with that team as well. A lot of different options, but yeah, I don't think you're going to be too hamstrung by building Mr. Sinister for DD3. You'll get a lot of use of him outside of DD3, and you get a lot of use of him in DD4. So I wouldn't be too hard if you went to Sinister for DD3, because he might help in Arena as well. Hey, Valley, first off, I think I speak of a majority of your followers that we appreciate your content and how noble you are as a person. I try to be. Thank you, brother. Now that that's out of the way, I'd like to have more cool looking stages for MSF, such as the Danger Room. What other environments would you think would be awesome to see? Maybe Genosha, Asteroid M's. Keep up smashing the great content, brother. Shout out to my alliance. Galaxy Riders, what is up, Galaxy Riders? All right, environments I would like to see in a game. Here's what I would like. Every time they release a new team, like X Factor or Shadowlands or something, that team should have a background in the game. I don't know how long, how intensive it is to make these backgrounds, but I don't know if we got an update on them since year one. So I would like to have some new backgrounds in the game that are kind of associated with some of these teams. So Pimtech, they get these weird quantum type thing. You get the Skeleton with this Red Roomish type team. X Factor gets, yeah, so I think it would be cool, but I would like to see it associated with teams. So anything that's associated with teams, I think would be cool. But shoot, even if they don't do that, even if they just release more backgrounds for some more variety, they're releasing more skins, so we get varieties for some characters. I would like to see more environments. This is something that I've been wanting for a while, but there's been so many other issues in the game that I think this has went unnoticed, unfortunately, but hopefully they got other people that are working on different things, and this is something that I would like to see as well, brother. Thank you for all your awesome content. I know you're not an RTA fan. I wasn't much either, but you can get some stuff during the old RTA with the new updated RTA, then bringing back the knockouts. It's gotten worse. Do you see MSF going back to the drawing board with RTA? Thanks for everything. Keep on smashing. So I don't know what they're going to do with RTA. I know they know that players aren't happy with. It's not a great gaming experience. Some of the changes that they've proposed have looked good on paper, but just when you start playing it for a few minutes, you notice like, oh, this is not how it sounded. This is not how it's supposed to work. This doesn't make it more fun. So I don't know if they do testing. So here, I think they need to play RTA. The devs, I'm talking. The devs need to go and play RTA for a little while, figure out what is not working with it, why it's not fun. I don't even know if they play that mode because they don't seem to know what's fun. With some of the changes that they just proposed with giving us objectives back if we quit a match, that's not what the issue ever was. The issue was always with the timers resetting. And unless you're playing this game mode a lot, you would know that. But I don't think they know that because they fixed something that wasn't a big concern for the community. It's like, oh, if I quit the match, I don't get my objectives. Cool. I'm usually quitting it in the beginning of the match because it's a bad matchup. So matchmaking, I think, would fix it. Unassociating the battle pass to real-time arena, I think would be huge. If they just did those two things, it may change. Again, those look good on paper though, and maybe making the game mode worse, but those are the two things that I would like them to do some testing on, disassociating with battle pass, and then just good matchmaking as well. Just a few things, but they need to play it. Whatever they think looks good on paper, they need to play it. That's the big thing that I don't think is done. And seeing what the experience is like. I know that they are not aware because when I spoke to Cerebro about leagues back in January, he said, yeah, we got to get the overall experience of the players a lot better. So it's a better experience for people that want to play real-time arena before we worry about leagues and other features added to real-time arena. So they know it's not good. I don't know why they're so slow to change these things and implement these weird changes that some could argue make it worse and worse and worse. So I don't think they're going back to the drawing board, unfortunately. I think they want to make this a good game mode, but I think they're missing the mark with everything they do. These blinds battles in RTA, it doesn't make it fun. The core gaming experience is not there when you have to do a blind battle, especially when the matchmaking is really, really bad. Valley wanted to take Hella to DD4. Now that Silver Surfer is released, I have a second thoughts. I have him at 3 yellow, 5 red stars. I can take him easily to gear 15. Is it a good idea, or should I stick with Hella because of Greg? So if you're just talking about DD4, I know Hella is very good in that game mode. I assume that Silver Surfer is as well. I think Silver Surfer is going to have a lot more value after GD4 though. So if it were me, I would probably building up Silver Surfer, but both of them very, very expensive with Mystic gear. And if you want to plan ahead for your legendary section before you do either Hela or Silver Surfer, because while they will make it easier to get through the cosmic section GD4, I think Maw is required for that legendary section. So before either of these characters, I would do Maw. I'm working on Maw. Actually, I just finished Maw, so now I'm working on Silver Surfer before Hela. So I hope that helps. I know Hela is great in that game mode in DD4, but I'm not sure who you're going to use more after this. I think most people are going to use Silver Surfer, which is why I'm recommending Silver Surfer. But if for some reason you got this crazy Hela and you're using her a lot and you plan to use her more after DD4, then I might switch to Hela for some people, but most people I'm thinking Silver Surfer is the way. That is the way. Valley from York, England. What is up, brother? Hope all is well in Texas. It is now. Am I right thinking another gold milestone for event is due? Got quite a few upgrades. I'm holding back. There's usually characters as good legendaries. Emma, Symbiote Spider-Man. If you've heard any news or rumors on who could be, I've heard it's not Silver Surfer and he's going to have a different release mechanism. So what it was said in game was his release was going to be from the Strike Pass. Now, it's very strange nowadays. Even official statements, I'm not sure if things are going to be switched. I mean, we had a blog post saying we're going to get gold promotion credits in an anniversary calendar. That didn't happen. We've had a bunch of legendary events announced officially, and those got changed. So just because it said Strike Pass, it probably is going to be Strike Pass, but I don't know. But yeah, I was thinking Silver Surfer as well. But now if it's not Silver Surfer, I don't know who the next legendary. We're due for one. We haven't had a legendary or a milestone character since Emma was taken out of that rotation. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're forgetting about a lot of things because they're in like panic mode from all this unrest of the community. But I don't know. I was expecting it to be Silver Surfer, and I was surprised when I found out it wasn't. So I guess keep holding whatever gold that you don't need. If you need to spend it for certain characters, then do it. If it's just like a luxury upgrade, then probably wait till we get more word on what's happening with the next milestone character. If anything, I mean, it's hard to say at this point. We'll see what happens though. Hopefully we get more information soon. Hello, Valley. Greetings from nowhere. Oh, greetings from the Eclector, brother. I have a question about my gold promo credits. My candidate is to take Emma, Thanos, or one of the Shadowland characters except Moon Knight, who I pulled 2 on. To splurge on Shadowlands, but I don't want to waste promo credits on sub-bar characters. With Silver Surfer here now, I'm not sure who to invest in anymore. What should I do? I think Silver Surfer is going to have the most long-term value, especially with him being viable at 2 stars. Although, with Silver Surfer, the gold stars is going to be the question. So unless you're partaking in one of these erroneous offers, it's going to be hard to get the gold stars on him. So you might want to wait on promoting him. Might want to save. So as far as Emma, Thanos, I probably wouldn't do Shadowland. Again, the issue with the Shadowland characters is these gold stars. So I think Emma, Thanos is the most important as far as that. The Black Order looks to be countered with Silver Surfer as well, though they had a lot of counters before. Emma's a great character on war defense, so I guess it's going to come down to usage. If you're using the Black Order in Arena right now, I'll go with Thanos. If you're using Emma a lot, maybe you're using an Arena, maybe you're using her in raids outside of just war defense, then use her. Probably want to do a Shadowland because, again, the gold star is an issue, but you're also taking up a war offense team, which is very valuable, like 3 times a week. Probably wouldn't use promo credits on that. I would use this for someone that's you're getting a lot more use out of. Or if you're thinking that Emma, Thanos, your usage of those characters are going to fall off within the next few weeks, maybe just save. Maybe just save and see if anybody comes up, and we'll see what the gold stars for Silver Surfer release is gonna be. I don't know. I guess it could be in a few hours with a milestone release, or not a milestone release, the Strike Pass coming out. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna come out today or tomorrow or next day, but it could be that. We'll see. But as far as Emma, Thanos, I might just save. Unless you're using Emma or Thanos a lot. Next question. Hey, Valley, we recently had our leader and 3 captains all leave this week. I was recently bumped up to captain before they left, but since they left, the game hasn't felt the same. I've been unable to replace. I haven't been able to replace members, but I feel like our progress has. You have been. I'm reading this wrong. You've been able to replace members, but the progress has regressed. How do I motivate players to get their raid and war attacks in without sounding like a dictator? I've been in this alliance for 2 years. I would hate to leave a great group of guys for another alliance, but I still enjoy the game. I want to get better and progress. Any thoughts and suggestions My niece and nephew love watching your YouTube videos. Keep smashing, brother. Hello, what is up, Sid's niece and nephew? All right, so this is a weird situation. This is a problem a lot of alliances are running to. I know if you guys noticed, my alliance folded a few weeks ago. I'm in a new alliance now. It's running smoothly, but yeah, alliances, it's getting harder and harder to recruit. Now, the quality of recruits when there's not enough people that want to join alliances probably goes down a bit if there's not as much acceptance. So you're probably accepting people in that you probably wouldn't have before. I know the last week in my previous alliance, there was someone that wasn't even playing the game. He got accepted to the alliance, he had a big roster, and he never really showed up or played the game. So there are some weird ones, which made it not win our wars and not really able to finish our raids and all that. So as the quality is going down, and I guess I would have to be honest with your alliance members. This is why I don't want to lead, by the way. Let them know, the things are rough in the game. I know sometimes it's a chore to log in, but we're all in this together. Let's work together and just get these raids banged out. They shouldn't be that hard for us at this point. And yeah, I mean, that's all you can do. And if someone's still not ready to step up, you could try to motivate them a little more, ask them what their goals are, if you do that much communication with them, or just trying to recruit. Maybe you recruit someone a little lower with total collection power, but that is more active. I mean, that's probably the best way, but I haven't led purposely because I don't want to deal with these problems for a while. But if there's any leaders, captains that are having trouble recruiting, that have a few tips, let us know in the comments so that the entire community could be helped out, because I think having a thriving community, having a lot of alliances that are competitive is good for the overall health of the community and game. All right, hey Valley, Sepha from Hiroshima, what is up, brother? I can't believe Scopelneck sold Silver Surfer at that low price given his abilities wreck nerds. Heck, I even bought 2 offers the first time. What do you think this means for the progress with meta dynamics? I mean, power creep. It's example of power creep. As long as they're not doing this every single new character, I don't think it should be that bad. I think they wanted to slow release this character, but with some people purchasing multiple offers, I think they had to scrap that. I'm not sure where that 60 shards or $50 came in this past Saturday. That kind of ruins that whole theory. But yeah, I mean, this it's definitely power creep at its finest. My theory is they want to get rid of Black Order ASAP. When more people are able to get Silver Surfer, they're able to get out new characters that we top for Silver Surfer in the future. I think Silver Surfer is our point. The next generation meta year after Black Order. What do you think? Yeah, so Black Order has had that time to shine for a while. I'm not sure how many people are getting those gold stars up to use him at a viable level in Arena right now. I mean, the people that purchase just the offers that we're supposed to purchase. Obviously, if people are purchasing erroneous offers, they might have their Silver Surfer viable in Arena right now. But yes, it's a tough situation because they have they have to worry about power creep. They have to worry about making characters good enough, especially if they're not releasing their gold stars right away. And we're not able to get these characters up to 6-7 star levels to compete with our 6-7 gold star characters. And so they make a character strong, make them usable very early on. But when that strong character like Silver Surfer gets to that 7-star level, it's gonna be a beast to deal with. And then we just need further power creep to combat that. So it's a cycle with these hero collector games. The latest characters are gonna be stronger than the earlier release characters, and that's how they make money with this. Because if you got a character that's not better than the last character, why should I buy it? If he's not going to do something different than the last character, why should I buy that character? So it's a strange situation that they're in right now with this Silver Surfer, but I think it is necessary, like you said, to counter the Black Order. They've had their time to shine for over a year now, or it seems like around a year. I think it's a little less than a year, but they've had around a year to shine. We could have something new in the meta, and I do like the release of Silver Surfer. I like what they thought, or what I thought the release method was going to be. All these bugs are screwing everything up, but yeah, it is what it is. What do you think? Every new character release from initial offer to store nodes will be same length as X-Force and Pimtech. Those are pretty nice. Yeah, and the Sinister Six as well, way back in the day for that Invisible Woman. So these are tied to the legendaries. The X-Force for Doc Ock, Pimtech for Jubilee, and then Sinister Six for Invisible Woman back in the day. They came farmable very, very fast. I like this release method. It allows me to build this new shiny team that I could use, but I don't know if Scopely's going to do it. They've shown they like to hold some characters back, like Minerva, like Colossus, like Cull Obsidian, like Yo-Yo. And then other characters like Beast, a long time before he became farmable. Other characters just a long time, but I would like it if they were that length of Pimtech X-Force. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be really, really good. And we could use new teams sooner. And we wouldn't have to have these strong power creep characters that are viable at the 3 and 4-star gold star levels. We could get them to 6 and 7 gold star sooner, and we would not have power creep as much. So if Scopely wants to avoid power creep, they should be releasing characters very early like this, or they're just not going to be working until they get this level. All right. Joined to share this, and whoever watches a new possibility taking out leftover Emma in war without bringing a full team of important characters. Basically, it's a strong Zemo with weak help using non-meta extras. So Zemo, meta character, he's kind of a one-man army, but I kind of like this. This is what I was talking about at the beginning, guys. A potential new counter to the EmmaRauders in war. The rest of the characters seem kind of trash. Green Goblin's not any team of mine right now, so if I could find a use for him with Zemo, that would be good. Miles, son of Young Avengers, but I don't really use them all the time. 2 others, ideally, that could give some buffs or attack, but the 3 others, the 3 tops are core. So I guess you would need some strong offensive characters or some buff characters. But yes, Goblin's passive forces Emma to take D down at the start. The Zemo ultimate provides ability block and slowdown. Then Miles, special, not his ult, reminds Emma's turn meter 50% and potentially extends buffs, but not in my case because his focus is too low. Other people take on offense, take turns, plus some extras to provide utility or big attacks. There are not offensive teams, possibly Winter Soldier, since this is burning Zemo's team already. Also, I guess if you're using Silver Surfer with the Fantastic Four, if you're using Namor with the Fantastic Four, I mean, if you're not using Namor with the Fantastic Four, if you're using Silver Surfer or She-Hulk, you could take Namor off this team. He provides a big punch in the beginning as well. Zemo gets around for a second turn before Emma gets her first. At this point in my test, she was dead. That's big. If you could, normally people take out Strife in this team, but if you're able to use this team, take out Emma very, very early on, that could be a game changing in this matchup. So I would like to try this a little. This does sound very promising. It sounds logical. If anybody has test footage of this, how big this could punch up, let me know. I'm very curious of this. I'm going to try this on my own, but yeah, I'm very curious to see how this would play out in a real battle. All right, Valley, first, the long-time listener, first-time question asker from Maryland. What is up, brother? People are saying Night Nurse is a must-have for the skill lanes of the Doom raid. If our alliance isn't going to be in Doom for a few months, is she still worth dumping a ton of resources in? Or by that time, do you think there'll be a full skill team like Axeman or Symbiotes for Mutant and Bio? It could be either. I don't know when you guys are going to get to the Doom raids. I don't know if she's necessary. Now, that skill lane, you don't have a lot of healers. So in that sense, there's not a lot of options. She has that healing tank, and she's a lot better since her rework. If you're not using her in Dark Dimension, or in the Doom raids, I don't know if it's worth building her up unless you're really investing in this Shadowland team for War offense. That's where you're going to use her. War offense, Dark Dimension, because you're going to have some use for the Doom raids, and it might as well take her up to Gear 15 if you're going to use her after Dark Dimension 4. She's okay in actually, I'm not in City Lanes yet. I'm thinking of Proxima and on long shot there. But anyway, yes, I think she's going to be okay in that game mode in the City Lanes and Dark Dimension 4. But yeah, I think most people are bringing her for this Doom raid. So if you're not going to bring her up, you're not doing Doom raids, or if you're not close to DD4, you could probably skip her for a little while, focus on other teams. I don't know if there's going to be a full team in the skill lanes released, but I don't know if we could bank on that. It seems like they're just releasing characters randomly to try to make people happy, try to build teams. I mean, our last 3 teams have been War offense teams, so who knows what's going to happen with raids. But yeah, she's a good character. I don't know if she's a must for you right now, especially since you're not close to being Doom raids. All right, next question. So your concerns are right. Giving up in arena still resets that penalty, the timing penalty that we talked about. Yeah, it never was the objectives, the missing objectives, Cerebro. It was always a timer penalty. How can I say it nicely? How unaware are the people at Scopely to punish people for forfeiting? In every sport, it's allowed, but not in this game, which is supposed to be fun. I know in jiu-jitsu, if I know I'm losing, I tap so I don't get hurt. So if I know I'm going to lose, let's just save time and let me tap. Why isn't that available? Why am I punished if I want to tap? I don't know. Let's be fair. The increased amount of Gear 15s is unique. I really brought Emma to 15 and the global nodes. So here's my question. With all the new Cosmic characters joining Strike, what if the old recommendation on Cosmic nodes, Hela, Proxima, Midnight, Mini are still the best choice? Do you think a 2 red star Silver Surfer, I'm free to play, so I guess that's the max I can expect, would be good for Dark Dimension 4. From what I mean, Remedex took him into the Doom Raids and said he was valuable at 2 stars. So if he's valuable at the Doom Raids at 2 star, I guess he could be valuable in Dark Dimension. I haven't tested him. It's hard to say, but I think the Proxima is still a good choice because there's not a lot of great skill characters, and you know you're gonna have you're gonna need that skill. Hela is Mystic, Minerva is Tech. So it's all different characters. I don't know if you should do the one or the other. The main thing with Hela is, are you going to do Hela or Ebony Maw? I think you need Ebony Maw. I think Ebony Maw is a requirement. So out of those characters, I think Minerva is still one of the best choices for the Cosmic Lane. Silver Surfer may be a good choice. At the 2-star level, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it, but from what I'm hearing of people testing him at low levels and raids and stuff, I think he can be viable. So yeah, if you want to wait, you could always save, but I think Minerva is one of the characters that you should do. And Minerva's not a Mystic character, so you're not overlapping the gear that you would use for Silver Surfer, but I think you still need Minerva, brother. Hello, since Polaris ult does the pulling mechanic that Magneto does, what would happen if they're both on the same team? Would they pull the enemy further in? If would one pull them and the other doesn't? What are your thoughts? So I guess if there's a gap, it would pull it closer. If they're already close together and there's no gaps, like if you target that center character with Magneto, then I guess it's not going to do anything unless there's additional characters that get added to the field in like a raid or a summon or something like that. Then they'll pull those in. But if it's just those 5 characters that have already got pulled, I don't see a way that they could pull it further. But I guess we will see once Polaris comes out. That's my theory. Obviously, I have not played with Polaris to know if that happens for sure, but I think it's just not going to move if there's no gaps to fill in. Hey Valley, hope everything is going good with you lately. I've kind of a long question preparing DD3. Starts to see a double bottleneck. The pieces of gear from 13 to 14 have barely shown in the store. Majority of the time replaces the 14s and 15s. I know this helps us further along, but I was late to the game. I feel like I was always missing out because of it. Then the little gold I got to spend daily. When I don't spend a lot of gold leveling up, buying some characters, so I save slowly. Tell me if it gets better on the other side. Also, when is Phoenix coming back? Who knows? The legendary rotation is all screwed up now, especially when they're doing these limited rotations, like bringing Invisible Woman and Magneto and Star-Lord back a lot sooner. So the rotations are where I guess we're going to have to see a few rotation to kind of judge. But even with that, they don't keep it in the same rotation. We've gotten Ebony Maw a lot. We've gotten Black Bolt a lot coming back. So yeah, maybe, hopefully Phoenix is soon. I'd like to bring her. I've been waiting for November. I'd like to bring her back, but doubling up on her. But I also need the Queen of Dark Dimension 3 to do Dark Dimension 3. So yes, what was the question there? I'm not sure what the question was, but yes, 13s are for me a bigger bottleneck than 14s. Once you're in the Doom raids, not the Doom raids, the Doom chapter, the campaigns, the bottleneck at 14 gets a lot easier because you could farm all those pieces. The Gear 13 pieces, those superior uniques, still unfarmable. And then those 15 pieces, which I think they should be at this time, but unfarmable. So kind of weird that the bottleneck for DD Gear 14, it seems to be higher than Gear 13. But a lot of that gets solved once you get to the Doom campaign chapters. Do bleeds do more damage with characters defense down or vulnerable? I think they do. I'm like 80%, 85% sure that they do. But if someone knows different, let me know in the comments. Hey, ValleyFlyin, with the arrival of multiple mana and his ability to produce 9 dupes, is there word from the devs that they're expanding the field so they can all fit? Or they're going to give us a character that we can't get the full benefit from? It's the second option. They're going to give us a character we can't get the full benefit from. Unless he's like the last character in the field, then he's going to summon that full 9. From what I understand, there's no changes coming to the amount of characters on the field. And the next questions actually answered your question. Assume it'll fill every spot. So if you got 4 X Factor members, it'll produce 6. But if Madrix is the last dude standing, then the sum will be the full 9. That is the way I understand it working as well. That's the way I think Zeke tried to explain it to us. But yes, if it may be broken, it may not work like that. Hey, ValleyFlyin, I appreciate you answering my questions each time I posted. Well, thank you for posting questions, brother. So I had a thought making RTA more interesting. What if they created RTA into tournament-based mode? The winner gained a stats on how many tournament wins that's similar to War MVP. So again, this goes back to the core gaming experience that Cerebro was talking about. This would be cool. Tournaments would be cool. The leagues would be cool. But I think the core gaming experience is ruined by a lot of things. One of them is matchmaking. The other is bringing in crap characters tied to these objectives. So if they fix these things and make the gaming experience a lot better, and these blind battles, I don't think they lead to a lot of fun as well. I know some people didn't like the draft, but for me, or the third of the community that enjoyed the PvP, the draft was an important part of it. And this just takes it out. Doing a blind battle, trying to get objectives against a team that you don't know, it's just a bad, it's not fun. It's not fun. And I honestly don't know why this needs to be real time. It just adds to lag. It adds to bad matchmaking. Yes, they need a draft. I think they need a draft. I know not everybody liked the draft. If they streamline that process, make it not as bad, I think we could have something good. But yeah, without a draft or knowing how to see your opponents, this game mode is always going to suffer. But these ideas sound cool. But from what Cerebral was saying about leagues and things like that, I don't think they're going to investigate a lot of this other stuff until the core experience is fixed. But yeah, it could be rewarding. Getting more rewards, getting more wins, always a good thing, brother. Hey, Valley, I'm halfway through Cosmic Zones and DD4. Have the Symbiote, Spider-Man, Scream, Anti-Venom, Gear 15. I could take Punisher up right now, but I keep farming Gear 15 to take Carnage up or hold off on bringing Multiple Man, who dupes could really help out. What are your thoughts? So remember, with Multiple Man, as he's released, it's going to be hard to gain the gold stars on him. So even if you spend, you might only get him to that 5-star level unless they don't fix the bugs, and you wanna participate in this activity that some players are doing, buying multiple offers, crashing the game that could potentially get a ban from Scopely. I don't know, but yeah. So anyway, 5 stars for Multiple Man. It may not be worth taking him to DD4. Night Nurse was mentioned previously. Night Nurse is who I'm taking for the Doom raids in the future, but you got some good symbiotes there. Symbiote, Spider-Man, Anti-Venom, Scream, taking those as well. Carnage would obviously be the better choice for DD4, but if you're thinking of Doom raids soon, you may want to go with a character that could give you some healing, some sustainability in his raids, like Night Nurse. Punisher, I don't think you should take up Punisher. He's very low on resources, but from everyone that's taking him up there, doesn't make a difference in Dark Dimension 4 and doesn't really get a lot of use after. Now, if you're someone that's using your skill military and are building them up in hopes that their rework looks very good, then maybe you should build Punisher, but I would not recommend him until I see what the skill military team is going to do. Valley, greetings from Brooklyn. Oh, and salutations from Brooklyn. Salutations to you, brother. I don't have Silver Surfer yet. Planning for when I get him. It seems that you have to have a cosmic hero with him, but most cosmic heroes already have teams that would need to break up. What do you think of having putting Captain Marvel with Silver Surfer? She's always been looking for a home. Brawlers, Kree, military. Silver Surfer is kind of like Captain Marvel. They're great plug-and-play characters. And the good thing is, with her Cosmic Hero tag, she has some good synergy with Silver Surfer. So we'll be able to do a lot of things with that team. In the Envoy footage they sent us, they did one match with, I think Minerva was the 5th for that Fantastic Four team with Silver Surfer. And then, actually, no, I'm thinking of a different team. But Captain Marvel would work well. And any character that has that hero tag that you're not using on other teams, then would work well. We didn't get footage for Silver Surfer. That's right. But yeah, sure. I try it out. Whatever cosmic hero. They don't really need to be that good. They're just gonna give Silver Surfer that max potential to give him all the stuff he needs from his passive, and then you can bring in some other great characters. But Captain Marvel is a great character on her own. I think she synergizes very well with Silver Surfer, especially if you're not using her on other teams. Easy questions. Should I put Gear 15 Silver Surfer for DD4? Thanks, man. Possibly. He looks like he's going to have a lot of value at low star levels. I think that was their design. So you can. I guess if for me, I would want to have my Ebony Maw done before I go Silver Surfer. I consider Silver Surfer more of a luxury to help you get through those cosmic lanes a little easier, whereas Ebony Maw, I think, is required for that legendary section. So if you have Ebony Maw done, then sure, go ahead. I think that's the most important Mystic character. But second most important, I think it is probably going to be Silver Surfer. So build them up, or you could build up Hela, whatever you think you're going to use more. Valley, in a recent data mine that specified characters, Super Sleuth tag would be available in orbs from the event minus legendaries, milestone characters, and Longshot. Is the fact that Longshot is the only one not available in the orb, is not a legendary or a milestone character, a bad sign. This is potentially farmability down the road. I think they've done this in the past. They've said characters except for this one that use that. And I don't remember what that did to their farmability. I would assume that it's going to lengthen it, especially with Longshot being such a good character on his own, or just the pair with Shatterstar, not even a full X Factor team, just that Dad Bros combo is very, very strong. So they may delay him a little bit. I'm not sure why he's not in that raid orb that Shatterstar's in, but I guess we'll see if this happens. I don't remember the last one. If anybody remembers the last time that they excluded someone from the event and what that did to their farmability, let me know. I'm curious. I don't remember what the last one was. I know they've done this in the past though. Greetings from Austin Valley. What is up from DFW, brother? My original plan was to take Hela Minerva to GD4, but with the addition of Silver Surfer, I'm debating if he's worth replacing Hela or Minerva. What do you think? So different gear. Hela, again, is Mystic. Minerva is Tech. Take Minerva. I think she's great for GD4. And then it's up to you whether you want to do Silver Surfer or Hela based on what you're planning to do after Dark Dimension 4. I think once we get gold stars available for Silver Surfer, he's going to have a lot more value than Hela will. Hela is kind of falling off already on that Asgardian. Maybe not Hela, but that Asgardian team was already falling off already. So unless you're using Hela a lot in the raids, I think you're going to get a lot more use out of Silver Surfer. So I think Silver Surfer over Hela. But Minerva, you should do her. That's tech gear. That's not mystic gear. Hello there. Wondering if there's some sort of spreadsheet or infographic depicting the ideal ISO 8 faction allocation. So there's two sources. One is from Reminex. I'm going to put a link to the spreadsheet that he made down in the description, and you can take a look at that based on what he's done for actual testing. The other place to go to is msf.gg. And those ISO 8 recommendations are based on what the community actually has. Anybody that has their roster uploaded to msf.gg, that is what these people have put on their characters as far as ISO 8, the leading candidates and then the second leading candidate. So you could check out both sources. I would recommend both of them. One is based on playtesting. One is done on actual community data. So both are valid choices. And sometimes it's the exact same one. If there's some discrepancies in either of the lists, try them out, see which one works best. At level 1, it's very easy to switch back and forth. It's not till it gets to level 3 and above that it's harder to switch because of the ion cost. But yeah, check out both. See which one you like if there's the different ones, and just experiment a little. But I think most of those recommendations that Reminex made are pretty good, and most of the one on msf.gg are pretty similar. What is up, Valley? Much love from AZ. What is up, brother? Hope all is going with you and your family. Hope they're all safe. Quick question. I'd like your opinion on wonder if Scopely is going to be fair to all of the community. For those who did not get offers for Silver Surfer that they took down, first they had people get more than 2 shots at the offer for the initial offer, the 50 for 20. Then the mishap of 50 shards only for the second offer that was missing. Other orbs is supposed to be within it. So that was the 60 shards actually for the $50. And then some other stuff that was supposed to be in it. So if they put it back, that means some people are going to have a 200 shard stat bonus or shard bonus that we will never have a chance to get. Love the videos. Keep on smashing. Yeah, so it's not a good situation either way. I don't know what the solution is. Let me know what your biggest solution to this is. We talked about a lot of the issues and with some of the solutions that I've seen. Maybe there's another solution out there, or maybe it's just going ahead with one of these solutions. A ban, removing the shards, giving out shards to everybody, or the thing that they've decided on that's not making everybody happy is just selling more offers. So I don't know. We'll see what they decide to do. Like I said in the beginning, I think I'm gonna need more information to see where I'm leaning. There's a lot of things I still don't know about what went on in totality with this Silver Surfer situation. When do you think the next milestone Emma symbiote Spider-Man character is? I don't know. In your news video with Reminex, he coughed Blitz, which is weird. Should be getting looked at for Polaris. I think the timing does make sense for Blitz, for Polaris, Blitz release, but it's not the most favorable release for mid and newer players. So if that's accurate, then this is a patch of new players won't be getting the next milestone. So we're thinking the next patch. I don't know. I thought it was Silver Surfer. It looks like it's not there based on the in-game mail that we saw. We have an event for multiple men, and if Polaris is going to be a Blitz character and not a milestone character, I don't think she's strong enough to be a major milestone character like a symbiote Spider-Man or Emma, maybe a minor milestone character, but we just had one with Moon Knight. The last one was Moon Knight, yeah. So like one of those mini milestone characters like Moon Knight or Red Guardian, Anti-Venom, maybe it's going to be a little release like that, but we just had one. Usually there's some releases spacing, so It's confusing me. It's confusing me. Normally, there's some trends that the folks at Scopely, I guess when it was Fox Night, there was some trends that they follow. With Scopely, seems like it's all over the place. So it's hard to predict now when they're doing so many random things, and they may just be testing some stuff. Greetings, ValleyFlyin, longtime viewer of your content here. Hope you're doing well. In our last war, Alliance found that Silver Surfer is a strong counter to the Red Skull Hydra team. His ult wipes out of all of Red Skull's charges, so his minions don't revive. Was wondering whether you know of any other charge-based team that Silver Surfer could work against. So when you mentioned charges, I think of immediately of that war team, the Sinister Six with Doc Ock. You got characters like Electro and Swarm that need those charges. Swarm's gonna start killing himself if he's not charged. So that is one team that I could think of with that charge mechanic. Thor uses that charge mechanic, so either Asgardians or Wave 1 Avengers. That might be a nice ultimate if you're attacking the Asgardians or Wave 1 Avengers a lot. Most of the others that I can think of off the top of my head, like X-Force, I think that is an offense team. There may be a few others, but I guess anybody that uses that charge mechanic would be a good candidate for Silver Surfer to counter. And real simple question this week, what's next? Gosh, I don't know. Are you talking about bugs? Who knows what's next? Maybe we'll have one in a few hours when the game updates in server reset. I don't know, man. I guess we'll have to see. This Scopely's not doing any favors, any favors in restoring community trust and feedback with all these bugs, guys. I hope there's a address to all these bugs. There's an equitable solution. I hope there's a better solution than I thought of with these Silver Surfer offers, because I don't like any of them. There's issues with every single solution that I thought of. So maybe they have a better one for everybody, and it's not just selling extra offers. Because I don't know if that's the fair solution as well, especially for free-to-play players that we're supposed to have everybody at this kind of level playing field with these Silver Surfers. So I don't know. If you guys have a good solution, let me know your thoughts. That is about it, though. That is about it right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other videos if you did. Share this with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. Let's grow this thing, guys. And I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a great day. Check out, like I said, some of the other sponsors, Worldwide Nutrition, Amazon Coins, guys, and of course, LootCakes. If you want to get rewarded for some of your purchases, before you go, give me a Hulk fist bump and make sure you check out some of my other videos, guys. Oh yeah. ValleyFlyin out.